Hey, what's up everybody? So today I'm going to be doing a review for Jennifer L. Armentrouts' The Return. This is the first book in the Titan series. This is a spin-off of the Covenant series. And if you don't know what that series is about, it is about demigods and the gods of Olympus, like Greek gods, half-bloods and purebloods, and Apollyon, which is Seth. So in the Covenant series, it was Alex's story. I don't know if you've read that other series, but if you haven't, I highly suggest that you read it. It's a really great series. So this is now a spin-off, and this is Seth's story, kind of like what happened to him, just there. So we really get to see Seth, and I was really excited to be asked if I wanted to be a part of this blog tour, and I was like, hell yeah, because hello, well, for one, Jennifer L. Armentrout, for two, it's Seth. I love Seth. In the other series, we see Seth, and we kind of see like a slow progression of Seth, and I really enjoyed that. And then in this book too, you get to see a lot of his progression and the things that he has gone through and went through and what he's going through. Oh God, that guy is just, he's utterly the most amazing character that I've read in a while. So I was totally enthralled in this book. From page one, it just kind of captivated me and had me held there, and I was excited to see where Seth is now. So I got to see that, and then he goes on this journey, and it's really quite funny, I guess. Apollo calls upon him and tells him, hey, I need you to guard this girl, take her to, to one of the covenants, and kind of like protect her. And she's mortal, so she doesn't know anything about us. Yeah, get her there. And he's like, okay, like, she's immortal, like, what? So stuff happens. He figures out why Apollo wants this to happen, and he's just kind of like, oh my God. Like, it's a pretty big deal. So he goes where he finds Josie, and Josie is this girl who's in college, and she's just your average college student, and she likes to drink. She's kind of nerdy. She has really not a lot of friends, and like her roommate is her best friend. Her best friend is Erin. I laughed really hard because I swear to God, everywhere that Seth goes, chaos follows. And so this poor girl, like, he comes into her life and he's just like, hey. And she's just like, okay. And then he kind of like lays it all out to her, and she's like, what the hell? He's not very, like, you know how you try to ease some people into some things? That's not Seth. Seth's like, yeah, so this is what's going on, this is the deal, this is who you are, so yeah, I need to get you to safety. And she's just like, okay. I just felt bad for her because she knows nothing about this world. She just kind of thrust into it. I love the banter between Seth and Josie. It was really funny. That's a lot of I tagged a lot in the book. And all of that, like a majority of that, is all tags of their banter, because it's really funny. Her best friend, Erin, I really enjoyed her character as well. I thought she brought a lot to the table, and it's kind of like a surprise twist. I was like, whoa, I didn't see that one coming. She is not in the book a lot, but the little bit that you see of her, like, I really enjoyed her, so I can't wait to see where she ends up in the next couple books, or book, or whatever. I don't know how many books isn't going to be in this series, but I'm excited to see Erin's character again, because I really I thought she brought a lot to the table, like I said. But Josie, I really love Josie. I thought she was a very strong character. She is, like I said, thrust into this world she knows nothing about. She thought it was all, mythology. It's mythology. It's Greek mythology. Like, it's not true. It's just something, whatever. And then to find out that it's all true, she's just kind of, it's shocking. And all these things happen like on their journey from where she is at now to where they need to get to. So much stuff happens. And to me, I would have thought that her character would have, like, if that was me, I probably would have been breaking down and like, I can't do this. Like, this is not, no, this is not reality. Like, you need, no, take me back. Let me be a normal girl. But I love the fact that once she saw that all this stuff was real, she kind of embraces it. She goes full throttle. Like, she doesn't have any powers or manipulate the elements. Like, you know how some pures, they can manipulate elements. She can't do any of that stuff. Really hard, because as stuff is going on around her, she just kind of feels really helpless because she doesn't know how to fight. She doesn't know she doesn't have any powers. So all of these things kind of make her feel really inadequate, and she feels like one of those like helpless damsels in distress, and she doesn't want to be that. She wants to learn how to fight. So when she gets to where she's going, she tells them like, I want to learn how to fight. And they're like, okay, you know, and after they find out who and what she is, and they're like, crap, you know, like, shiz is really hitting the fan. She's, you know, just trying to make herself useful, and I thought that was a really strong trait and character in her. I really enjoyed that part of it. Like, I love seeing her go from this little meek girl to a woman who is now like, you know, I'm gonna do whatever I can to protect myself and those around me, even though she's not the best fighter, because hello, she's human, and she doesn't have those skills that sentinels and half-bloods and pures have since they're little. You know, she doesn't have that. I really enjoyed seeing her character grow like that. I thought that was really awesome, the way she threw herself in there and was just like, oh, you know, if this is really my world now, then I'm gonna embrace it and I'm gonna do whatever I can to do that, just that. And I loved Seth's progression in this book. I thought, oh, that guy. He knows how to push buttons, and he does it in such a way that it's really cute, but there's some times where he really just pissed her off. I absolutely loved seeing how selfless he really is, and how caring and how loving he is. And I just, like I said, his character has grown by leaps and bounds, and I was just so happy for him, and I was just rooting for him the entire way through this book. There is a romance, but it's really slow building, which I really loved, because it wasn't like they saw each other and yeah, you know, no. Seth is very guarded, and there is a reason for him to be like that, and oh, my heart broke for him. I was so sad for him, because I was like, oh, that's so sad, that sucks. As he goes on in this book and things start to unravel and things start to happen, he really just does come into his own, and he really does start to realize certain things about himself. And I love that. I love that journey of self-discovery and learning maybe you're not as bad as you think you are. So there was just a lot of things that I really enjoyed in the book. And I have to say, Jennifer L. Armentrout, again, has just knocked it out of the park. Like, this woman, seriously, I'm in awe of her, and I can't believe how she just comes up with these stories, and like, has me so enthralled. And this book was no different. From the very beginning, I absolutely loved just the way that it was set. I laughed so much throughout the book, even though there were going really serious like stuff that was going on. The fact that they could sit back and like have that easy banter between one another and they would laugh, I don't even know, like, it was spectacular. And I was on the edge of my seat at times, where I was just like, oh my god. And I would have to put the book down to do stuff, and I couldn't wait to get back to the story. I just kept thinking about, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Is, you know, so-and-so gonna come? Wait, what about this person and this? And, you know, all these things were going on in my head. And then when I finally finished the book, I was so happy. There's not really a I don't want to say that there's a cliffhanger because it's not really like a cliffhanger, but you know that this is just the first book that has all the groundwork for the next books to come. You know that there's so much stuff that's still unresolved, but I like the way it ended. Like, I thought it was a great ending. I don't know, it was really great, and I can't wait until the next books because I really want to know what happens. I'm telling you, that was it was such a great ride. I absolutely enjoyed it. So I gave this book 5 stars easily. I really hope that you guys check it out because, like I said, if you've enjoyed any of her other books, I'm telling you this is no different. If you have not read the Covenant series, I think you might want to read that one first, only because there are spoilers in this one to the Covenant series. I know that my reviews aren't really like normal reviews where I just kind of talk about what's in the book, but I really want you guys to read it because I really feel like in order for you to have the full experience, you need to go in there and experience it yourself. So, yeah. And until next time, thanks for watching.